The first computer program was designed for a device that never existed. Think about the oldest programming language you know. And you might say assembly language produced by Kathleen Booth in 1949. But in fact, the first computer program and programming language was written during the 1840s, more than 100 years before the first modernly recognizable languages. This language was designed to run on the Analytical Engine, a proposed machine that, if constructed, would have been the first computer. It was designed by Charles Babbage in the 1830s in Britain, but due to funding issues and a lack of support, Babbage started to research in Europe. Here he delivered a series of lectures that were transcribed and published in a French journal. And this was a crucial moment in history, as a few years later, Ada Lovelace was commissioned to translate this paper to English. But Lovelace did not stop at a simple translation. She contributed further, expanding the paper with a series of appendices. For all the significant results in this paper, it is famous for one particular result, presented in the final appendix. This contains what we now consider to be the first computer program, and it's designed to demonstrate the operation of the theoretical analytical engine. Here Loveless writes an algorithm to calculate Bernoulli numbers. The proposed method for computing Bernoulli numbers involves fetching previously calculated values from the store, which we could think of as the computer's memory, and using these to calculate the next set of values in the mill, which we can think of as the processor. The program is presented in a table, which would have been seen as a schematic representation of the engine's programming language, and justly functions as the first computer program and programming language. Loveless imagined the analytical engine could push the frontiers of human discovery, stating, "We might even invent laws for a series or formulae in an arbitrary manner, and set the engine to work upon them, and thus deduce numerical results which we might not otherwise have thought of obtaining." And Loveless was not simply concerned with the ability for computers to aid just calculations. She understood the potential for the universal application of these machines, and that they could be programmed to do virtually anything. And she even toyed with the idea of artificial intelligence, stating that only when computers originate things they should be believed to have minds. It was clear that Loveless possessed an immense vision and a mathematical prowess to make contributions that reverberated through time. Unfortunately, Loveless passed away at the age of 36 from cancer, and it was not until the 20th century, with the beginning of the computer age, that the significance of her work was fully recognized. Computing, on the other hand, is a long ancient practice, so if you want to learn more about that, check out this video on inventing the first computer, and subscribe for more.